Our next exhibit is the Brian in his natural habitat. Sitting in the cab on his phone. He's doing business, he says. He's a businessman. If the flamethrower caught your attention and you missed that video, just go back a couple. We had fun with that recently, burning some weeds. Folks, today I think I'm going to enjoy myself. Hang out in the excavator, the new to us excavator, do a little ditching. Before that, we got a little fixing. Today is Friday, and I got some parts from Friday Parts. Some real quick fixes. Up first, Bobcat door latch. We've been fighting this for about a year. Flashlight. It never closes fully. And actually that just did a good job. So sometimes you'll be bouncing around and there's a little sensor on here and it'll tell you that your door is open and then you'll lose hydraulic function. So it's time to get rid of that. That has been a headache. I replaced one of these on my skid loader about a year ago. It just seems like it's a part that, you know, it gets slammed a lot, so it's gonna start wearing down and not working like you want it to. Oh yeah, that's a good close. Look at that. That's a guy excited in the morning. So that was the one box I ordered, and then this other one, this is for my skid loader, which is actually in the shop right now, so I won't be able to put that on. But the windshield wiper motor on my skid loader is not working, so I ordered one of them. That was my first time ordering from Friday Parts. On their website, they say they got over 30,000 different parts. Things as complicated as turbos for tractors, engine overhaul, rebuild kits, or stuff as simple as skid loader door latch. Dad's gonna be taking the trailer, the livestock trailer, and try to buy some cattle today, finish filling some lots. And I think you and I are gonna go have fun, excavate some dirt, fix a ditch. Happy cow gets the pellets. Nom nom nom. We're gonna make a nice improvement today. If you've been around for a while, you know this water tank, it's what we call a flowing well. Pressure out of the ground keeps it coming. It never freezes, but there's always excess water that's flowing out of the tank. There's an older trench, it goes that way. It's supposed to drain down here and go basically into that low spot there. But with cows walking in this water trying to cool off on hot days, kind of diverted the flow. And so now it's up along this fence, which is causing these posts to lean, rot. And I had to redo that fence this summer because all those posts rotted off because the water was hanging around too close. We want it to get going and get out of here, not be sitting right here. Excavator's warming up a little bit. I'm gonna start driving it this way, and maybe I need to strap that down before the wind rips it off. Woo! Pretty scientific. I did notice it's a 2-speed. Push this button in and it goes extra fast. barely made it. That's why we need to do a little fixing. One last thing before we really get going. I'm gonna get the comment a lot today. Dang, I remember my first time, making fun of me because I'm gonna be slow and I'm gonna do it wrong, but this is my first time. Some words of wisdom by you professionals would be appreciated. I'm gonna start here at the bottom, cleaning that out, and then work my way towards the top. I don't know if that's wrong or not. Let me know in the comments. My bucket doesn't like to clean out. It's just packed full of wet clay. Tell you one thing, this is way more fun to operate than our 3-point backhoe. That backhoe on the back of the tractor, you know, I dig for like 2 minutes and then I'd have to get off the seat, hop in the cab, and move the tractor a bit. That thing didn't have a long reach. This one doesn't have the longest reach either, but at least I can stay in the cab and drive. Another reason why I went here first. It's a long ways from the road. No one's gonna see the ugly job I did. But I'm already getting the hang of it. I'm only hitting the wrong control about 50% of the time now. Well, we're getting to a point where it's so wet I can't just dig and then back up and dig because I was starting to get stuck. So you could see all these hoof prints. That's what kind of pushed the dirt back into the trench, made it uneven. Cattle walking through it kind of leveled it out. So we're gonna try to cut a trench about right through here, get it away from both those fences as soon as possible. Having a good time. It's going decent. And also for those of you folks that are worrying, that is not hooked up to anything. That's not a live wire there. So I am not worried about getting electrocuted. So when Dad and I were talking about maybe acquiring this piece of machinery, he told me it had 25 horsepower. And then I was thinking, and I was like, my lawnmower has 24 horsepower. This thing's got the engine of a lawnmower. But you know, all it's really got to do is run some hydraulics. We're just a little bit, I wouldn't say stuck, but it's tough to get in there. It's a little unnerving when I had to claw myself in, knowing I gotta claw myself back out. It's probably gonna be harder on the way out. But we just got about 15 to 20 feet more to dig. Just gotta match that up with that, and then we'll have to claw our way back out of here. Because as you remember, we pretty much got stuck getting in. I'd say the water is headed in the right direction. Some spots, of course, I dug too deep and some not deep enough. But it was my first time and I sucked. One of the toughest parts was, if you look, you can see right now my bucket is pretty much full. I can't even tell the shape of my bucket, it's so caked up with mud. And so basically every time I took a scoop, I was taking a half scoop because it just wouldn't clean out that bucket. I know some people weld chains into the back of the bucket. That way it kind of jars it loose. It doesn't allow that to stick to a solid surface because the chain moves around so much. So maybe if enough people tell me that that works well, maybe I'll do that. Got done what we wanted to. Got a little repair done on the Bobcat. I felt like I was getting the hang of that excavator. You know, there's just so many functions. You got the arm up and down, and the swingy, and the tilty, and the turny, and all that sort of stuff. But you sit down in it and you build some muscle memory real quick. Hope you all enjoyed. We really appreciate you watching. Love to see you next time. Have a good one. Ellie, you should have seen it. I was in a mini excavator and I was digging holes, and it was a blast.